Hello there, this is Natalie, and I'm going to be doing a voiceover today on a trip that I took to Orlando for a meeting, and I flew out of Asheville on Allegiant Airlines, so I was keeping to the one bag only personal item, and I used the BagSmart Blaze backpack, and they were kind enough to send me this backpack that we're going to be looking at here. And here are all of the clothing items that I brought with me, and I'm going to show you, because this was back when my camera equipment was going south, so I'm going to show you how I actually packed this suitcase, and I'm also going to talk about the items. And if you're interested in seeing how I put outfits together, I can't even tell you. There were a million outfits that I put together for this trip. I took pictures of most of them, and like most of my videos, they're at the end. So please, if you would like to fast forward to the end of the video, you'll be able to see those particular items. But I am really pleased with this capsule wardrobe, and you may have noticed in the pictures in the very beginning that I did have a animal print little kind of tote bag, and I used that as my travel, kind of my comfort bag, my airplane comfort bag, but then I also on site used that as my purse once I arrived to my meeting and was able to take that with me instead of having to carry around a backpack. And then if you say, well, how in the world did you get on the plane carrying that second bag? Well, I used a denim jacket as my travel day jacket instead of a Scotty vest or an ex officio like I've also done previously. And that particular little tiny bag, well, not little tiny, but that bag will fit down into the interior pocket of my denim jacket. So technically, I don't have two bags then. So let's take a look at this wonderful bag. It is 18 by 14 by 8, and I think that's what I'm talking about here. You cannot put too many items in the front of the backpack where there are some pockets, because that would make the bag wider than the 8 inches. So you have to be very careful about that. An interesting feature about this particular bag is it does have a shoe bag compartment that's in the bottom. And if you use that, you have to be aware that those shoes are going to stuff up inside of that bag. It's not a magic opening. It does take up space. I do like the fact that there are a lot of really great compartments in this bag. I like that it opens like a suitcase. I was actually sharing a room with some other ladies, so it was really easy for me to actually use this and get in and out of. So I really enjoyed the bag. And overall, I thought it was a great bag, and it passed muster with Allegiant Airlines, so no issues whatsoever. I think I'm showing you the denim jacket, and I'm showing you the pockets on the inside. So it is nice. You can use a denim jacket like a Secret Scotty vest, especially if you get one that's a little bit oversized because you have extra room. So I have found a denim jacket to be a real lifesaver on a trip because it does pack extra things. So let's see what other wonderful things I'm talking about with this bag. Now I'm showing you the shoe compartment. And if you don't want to use that as a shoe compartment, I kind of used it for a couple of things. I put my shoes in there. I also put my laundry bag in there. But I put a flat pair of shoes so that it could be compressed at the bottom, so that I still had the main part of the suitcase to be able to utilize. And I do like also that it has the side compression straps. It does have a waterproof section right at the top where I'm gesturing now. So there's a lot of upgrades to a rather inexpensive backpack that really make it easy to travel with one bag in this case and not feel like you are having to give up anything. I will say that the compression straps that are in the interior of this didn't work really great. That would kind of be a fail in my opinion. Not enough to hold anything down. I wish that they had been a little tighter or had something that could ratchet them down, because essentially they just held what you had in place. You can see how big it is. So it didn't really press anything down. It just essentially, if your suitcase had come unzipped, I guess your clothes wouldn't have fallen out if you'd used those straps. So I would kind of give that a fail. But the rest of the backpack I felt was super sturdy. It allowed me to pack everything really normally, and was able to kind of fit things to keep everything flat, keeping that 8-inch restriction in mind for Allegiant Airlines. And they did not stop me or have me put my bag in a sizer. I did when I first got to the airport just to see, and it worked great. In the interest of time, I've sped this up a little bit just so that you can kind of see some of the pockets in this bag and the additional, there's the water bottle pocket. There's nice grab handles. You'll notice I'm using the one on the top. There's one on the side. It's really easy to utilize. I do like that this kind of personal pocket in the very top. You could put some sunglasses in there. You could even put like the things that you really need when you're just getting on the airplane and you're putting this under the seat. That's kind of what I'm talking about there. You're able to put those things in there and access that pocket while you're in flight. And I also really like the material of this bag. It seems very, very sturdy. And you'll see that those side compression straps are really, really nice and well done. They do have plastic buckles, but I feel like it's still strong. There is also the luggage pass-through if you wanted to carry this as a second bag. And the straps were also really comfortable. I felt great wearing this as my only bag. I did like the depth of the water bottle pockets, and so you probably could carry, you could even probably put a pair of shoes in there if you had to. Like if you were going to the beach or something before you caught a plane, you may be able to put a pair of, in a shoe bag, of course. And then there's a back pocket that has two little kind of organizational pockets there, but I was even thinking that with a shoe bag, it would be great to put a pair of flat sandals in those little pockets. And then, of course, there's room for a laptop and an iPad. So it's very cushiony and would hold a fairly large laptop if you were taking something like that with you. Zippers were also really great. I enjoyed using the zippers because they're easy to hang on to with the little toggles on them, and overall it was really great to use this bag. Also, they did include some packing cubes, the compression packing cubes with this I guess it is luggage, the backpack. And I chose to use two of the smaller ones, and you'll see shortly how I actually pack all of this up. And as usual, I'm wearing my pajamas because I'm trying to show you all of the clothing items that I have with me, and I don't want to be wearing them, so I wanted to show you how many items will actually fit in this bag. So here we go. You're going to see how I'm managing to put all of these clothing items into this bag, and it's really spacious. I do like that it is structured enough that it's not like a typical school backpack that it kind of flops over. It was really easy for me to pack things, and you'll notice too that when I am packing things, these packing cubes are kind of small. I think they're two small ones, and they're really narrow, so and tinier than like a medium-sized packing cube. So you'll notice that I am folding things so that they will actually fit perfectly down into the packing cube, so it takes up just the right amount of space. So I did take 3 scarves with me, and I just had them kind of crumpled up or displayed cutely on the bed so I could take a picture. But I like to store them that way because then they do kind of come out a little bit rumpled, but it's still uniform. Instead of folding them, then they have the fold marks. So now I'm finally going to get into the folding for you. So see literally how I'm smoothing and I'm not really rolling. There are some things that I roll, but I also tend to kind of fold things into something that's the exact same size as the packing cube that I'm using. And then notice how perfectly it fits in there. And then that gives me a lot of room to actually be able to pack everything. And the rolling method sometimes works for me, but I also know my clothing and I know like the tops I'm wearing. Sometimes I know that those work better if they're rolled, or sometimes they work better if they're folded. I find that most of the time, big sweaters and things like that work really great rolled, and then I like kind of the folding method for some of these other things. And you'll notice that I also have some very lightweight things that I'm taking for layering, because even though it's Orlando, it's still cold in hotel rooms where we're meeting. And then notice all of my clothing, except for my denim jacket, is packed up. My toiletries, I had my travel kettle in there. And basically everything is packed and ready to go. I did not weigh this, but I'm fairly certain that this was under 15 pounds because it was very easy for me to carry on my back. And I didn't take a whole lot of toiletries with me. I took like the bare minimum in terms of makeup. And so I really didn't have, since this was just a 4 or 5 day trip, I didn't have a whole lot with me, and it really wasn't necessary. And I think I'm talking about the outside pockets again. Just don't put a whole bunch of stuff in your outside pockets, because that's where you get stopped. That's if it looks like it's bulging at the seams, that's where you end up having a problem with Allegiant Airlines. And now if you're not flying Allegiant, it doesn't matter. But anyway, so this bag was probably right around 15 pounds, possibly 17 pounds, which is more like 8 kilograms. But overall, it fit really, really well under the seat, and it was easy to carry, and I had a really great trip. I had everything I needed, and I would do it again. Absolutely. And thanks again to BagSmart for sending me this nice backpack and the packing cubes and allowing me to try this as a one bag pack out. It was really fun, and I would definitely do it again. So now what you've probably been waiting for is the actual pack out. Like, what did I bring to create this capsule wardrobe and for this trip? And I was gone 4 days, and this also includes my travel clothing, so that you can see how I was able to pack a very small wardrobe in a very small bag. But I honestly felt like I could have traveled with this tiny wardrobe easily for a week, even 2 weeks, or beyond that, and I may not have gotten tired of it. And so let's go over these pieces. Now, keep in mind, everything that you see here laid out is everything I had with me, including my travel day wear. So literally, I re-wore my travel pants during the trip. I had an extra pair of shorts, and then I had a black dress. So those were technically my other bottoms. I have 3 layering pieces. So I have a more of a structured and light jacket that's beside of the denim jacket that's very thin, as well as that kind of ruana style or kimono style, very thin piece that's laying on the black dress, as well as my denim jacket, which I also wore on the travel day, that has interior pockets and works kind of like a Scotty vest. And then I had 3 scarves that you'll see I kind of made into like flower shapes, that I packed them like that, and then they're cute to display that way as well. And then I had 3 tops. So I had a black sleeveless top, I had a silk blend kind of cap sleeve, off-white or ivory, and then a black top with a really drapey neckline. And this is how I put the outfits together. And I did bring a pair of casual shoes that are like, they're slides, and they kind of a raffia blend, so very comfortable, but I also use them as slippers in the hotel room. And so doing kind of triple duty was really nice because they elevated the look of my dress, but then they were also cute with the shorts and the other ways that I wore all of the items that I brought with me. So another thing that was really helpful to me was I checked ahead of time, and I always recommend this. Try your clothes on, do kind of a fashion show ahead of time. Make sure that your sleeve lengths are right so that if you're layering pieces together, that they go well together. So, for example, I forgot to talk about this. This is it's a black cardigan, sleeveless cardigan, or kind of cap sleeve cardigan, and I almost use that as my robe when I was in the room, but you'll see that I've also used it in other ways here too. In all, that would be 3 bottoms if you're including the dress as a bottom, 3 tops, and then I guess 4 layering pieces. And so that's 6, that's 10 pieces. A 10-piece wardrobe then, which includes my travel clothing. So I was able to really do bare bones. And another great thing about this trip, and I didn't think I could do it, is I had all of my toiletries in one little tiny bag. That was it, including my makeup. So I saved so much room and so much weight doing that. I didn't think I was going to be able to deal with it, but I was sharing a room with other ladies. So I was like, well, if I need anything, I can use theirs. But anyway, in a nutshell, I did it. Literally one bag travel. And I did have that little tote bag you saw in the beginning that I had kind of my airplane things in and my wallet. And I was able to put that in my interior pocket of the denim jacket so that I was compliant. And I may have even been able to put it in the backpack as well, because I wasn't overpacked. And, well, anyway, there you have it. That's me at the meeting. I enjoyed so much talking to you. I enjoyed making this other video, even though I apologize that the original audio didn't work well. I hope you still enjoyed this video and got something out of it. So take care. I'll talk to you soon, and stay tuned. There's a whole lot more.